Well, hello folks, welcome along to the channel. I am the Custard Prophet and we're back here for our ETS2 playthrough with the Custard Haulers. We've got some live pigs on the back. Hello piggies. We're going to be taking those from Almeria airport, which is just over there. We just saw a plane land. I don't know if we'll see another one of those as we're talking, and we're going to be taking this west to Seville, and it's a good reason for this because we're going to be trying to pick up what is apparently one of the best scenic viewpoints in Spain. So let's have a look at that. So we're coming along this road here. We've been along this road here as we headed up this way to Almeria, but we're going to be just cutting through this way. We might actually take a right here going over new grounds because we've been all the way down here, but we're going to El Ido where apparently there is a really cool viewpoint. We're also going to come up here to this viewpoint up here as well, so not sure what that is, but we should be picking up a couple of those during the game. Oh, here's the plane. Here we go. Always the yellow plane. What plane is that? Right, let's get in the truck. And this should be a good one. So are you enjoying your ETS2? I think a lot of people who were commenting recently kind of said that they're not actually playing ETS2 at the moment. They're playing other games, which is a little bit of a shame, but I can, if you have kind of done your bit in ETS2, then you're kind of waiting for the next DLC to come out, which is probably a way down the road, or you might be waiting for the new update, which has to be. It kind of struck me as we were talking about the driver academy and potentially that coming out. The new update has to come out as well, doesn't it, to go alongside the driver academy? And the question is then, what comes out in that update? Because they always do the update when they sort of bring out something like the driver academy, that will be coming alongside the update. So what is that? And there's always one or two little bits. So are we going to get something interesting, something cool alongside that, or is it just going to be that? I am going to be fascinated to find out. So it's a little bit overcast today. Just give you a little bit of an overview of the drive we're doing. You can see 6 hours 2 minutes to get there, 456 kilometers. We've just added that little bit extra in, so it was just slightly less than 6 hours previously, but here we go, and we are. That's a nice little. I do like some of the roundabouts they've got, or whatever the European version of roundabout is, but I do like kind of what they look like. Seems to be a lot of effort put there, because I mean it's a nice place for people to decorate, isn't it? That's kind of how cities make you want to come to them. But look how deserty this is. I mean, there's nothing here. You got the odd tree, but it is brushland, shrubland, isn't it? And that's it. Right, folks, we are going to head forward, and I'm going to come back shortly when we are close to this El Ido, which apparently is some sort of tourist location or destination, which I've not really heard of before. So I'll see you in a sec. heading off the motorway here, and you can just see on the right side all these kind of really low white buildings with white roofs. And when I was sort of looking at this, there was a load of that sort of stuff all around this area. I don't really know what those are. Are they kind of office buildings, or is it some sort of, is it something else? Is this kind of like some, I don't know, sort of mixture of like solar power or something like that, where they sort of get power from these whatever these buildings are? Because it doesn't look like it's got solar panels on the roof, and you can kind of see them all around us here, but I really don't know what it is. Let's have a look. But it's just these like warehouses. What is it? Oh, is it fruit? Could that be fruit? But it's dark in there. Let me know what this is, because I have not got a clue. Not got a clue, folks, what on earth it is. Oh, wait a second. We might just a second. I'm going to unhook. We're going to leave our sheepies here for a second, and we'll see whether there's something down this way, because it looks like there is. No one said anything about hidden roads and whether that is something in the game in Spain, but that really looked like it might have been something, which is a shame. But this is bad. So I'm thinking, looking at this, it's probably something like a local fruit or something like that. Oranges or strawberries, I don't know. Really got no idea. But it's weird. And yeah, as I say, if you look on Google Maps, they're everywhere around this place in Google Maps. I just did not know what the heck they were. So maybe we'll get a little bit more information at the viewpoint just up ahead, but that's rather cool. Again, you feel like you want to go that way. All that way. So we're not right on the coast. I kind of thought this was going to be somewhere that was like a viewpoint, which was like right on the coast. But it doesn't really tell us anything there. Having an animated conversation, but still. I kind of want to know what this all is about. I bet everyone bloody knows it. Let's have a look. Maybe it'll tell us. The greenhouses. Oh, they are green. I'm right. The greenhouses of El Aijo. How do you say that? What do they grow in those greenhouses? Looking at that, could that be oranges? Looking at the sign, or lemons? Spanish lemons, is that a thing? Oranges. There we go. Oranges and apples. Wow. It's all here, folks. It's all here. So it's a whole range of stuff. Alsatians behind the door. He's not happy. Wow. It's impressive, though. Just the vastness of it. You can kind of understand why Spanish oranges are world renowned, if this is kind of the way they do them on this sort of scale. Because I guess part of the problem is there's very little water, so they've got to kind of get the water there, and these greenhouses would probably keep humidity in as well. Oh, we're not going to listen to that. We're going out here, so potentially we could. What is this place? Huerta del Mal. I don't know what that says. Let's do a photo. Okay, well, that's rather cool. We have seen the greenhouses of this area. There's something a little bit different, which I kind of like. It's all been kind of a lot of the sort of a lot of the scenic viewpoints are kind of cities. So it's just kind of looking around the city rather than something like this, which is something a little bit different. But look how many there are. That's just awesome, isn't it? Very, very cool. I enjoyed that. I didn't expect that, I have to say. I didn't expect it, but I thought it was a nice viewpoint. Something unexpected, different. We like it. We like it, folks. I guess that gets me thinking about what sort of viewpoints are your favourite ones to look at. And I think that's the city up there, the associated city. So yeah, what sort of viewpoints? Although I think this El Irajda is an area rather than a city. I think that's right. So yeah, what is your favourite type of viewpoint? What do you prefer to see around a city? Do you prefer kind of like some monument, some kind of something else, maybe countryside, something pretty out in the country, up a mountain? Let me know what viewpoints you've really enjoyed in the game. There's a question I've not asked before. Right, folks, we are going to be doing another little time lapse as we head off towards Seville, and I'll see you on the way. We've got another viewpoint to pick up most of the way there, so we will head off. We're at 4 hours 6 minutes to go, 312 kilometres ahead of us, but looking forward to getting to Seville. I've never been there, but it's just one of those cities everyone knows about. See you in a bit. Well, here we are. We are just coming off the road. We're on the final kind of bit out to Seville. I'm not sure if it's Seville or Sevilla. I thought the Seville was how you pronounced it if you were Spanish, or that might just be the football team. Not sure. Let me know. Granja Sola. What the heck are we doing here? What's this turned into? What the heck is this? This is not a two-car road. What have I put myself in for here? I can't turn around. You just basically committed myself here. It's a grand solar. Is this a solar power plant? Some absolutely massive solar power plant. We are in farming country here. Looks rather cool. What is that? Oh my god. What the heck is that? Is that God? What is it? I have literally no idea what this is. Why is it shining like that? Explain to me, please, what this is. Because I'm completely lost. So we've discovered Seville and this weird thing, whatever that is up ahead. I could see that miles away. I thought it was just maybe bad animation, but no, it's a thing. But what is it? Wow. I have no idea what to think about this. Let's have a look. The solar power tower of Andalusia. I mean, it rhymes. If nothing else, the thing rhymes. Let's have a look. So what is a solar power tower? Because that's not supposed to be producing the light. You're supposed to be collecting the light, surely. Unless you collect the light. Is it reflecting it? Is it a prism? A giant prism? Oh, look at it. It is reflecting. It's not reflecting. It's pushing it out. So it's somehow collecting the light and then diverging it all to all these things. Wow. That is like nothing I've ever seen in my life before. That's a great idea. I guess particularly where it's hot. I never heard of anything like this before. I mean, that's going to be crap for birds, isn't it? That's like the next level solar power plant. Very, very cool. Wow. I mean, the sheep are having a most excellent time at the minute. I mean, we don't know what's at the end of this road when we get to Seville. I mean, but probably best not to think about that in all honesty. But they're having a great old time here. So let's take a little photo of this. Right. Well, I've got to turn around somewhere now. I'm not entirely sure how easy that's going to be, but we will try our best. So I'll see you in a second when we get back on the road. Once we've turned around, there's nothing extra to see. I think. I guess we could just go down here and do a bit of high quality reversing. It is one of the more insane things I've seen. Why is the road so tiny? It's like one road in. If someone gets stuck here, and just think all the things massive lorries that would have to come out here to deliver all this crap, it would be absolutely chaos. But there's no passing place. Or there's one passing place there, but nothing else out there. Wow, yeah. Just awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. I love this. Right, see you in a little bit when we get back out on the road. Well, here we are. Just heading back onto the road here after going down that massive road from the crazy solar power tower that's just over there. You can just catch it on the right there. Oh, as we're going into the central reservation. We're just 58 minutes away from our final destination, which is excellent. We've picked up Seville. That's the only thing we did pick up. So in terms of the Conquistador achievement, we still haven't reached 10. We've got 9 out of 51 that have been done. But that second little scenic viewpoint that we picked up there is taking us now to 6 out of 15 for the Grand Tour achievement. So that's good. We're making some good headway there. And again, looking like we've got some... I mean, it really is kind of farming country, but obviously they have to farm very specific things that are going to grow in this soil. And as we talked about, things like olives, they don't need a lot of water. They like hardy conditions. So as long as they've got some soil with good drainage and they get the occasional bit of water, which is probably what's going to happen, they'll be very happy there. They don't want too much of it. Right, folks, I'm going to head off. I don't think there's any point in me doing a time lapse. We're going to be there pretty much immediately, so I'll come back when we actually hit the outskirts of Seville. Well, here we are. We are just heading into Seville or Seville. Still not sure. No one's told me. Why haven't you told me? Yeah, I'm just sort of thinking, reflecting, if you will, on what we've kind of been. I need to poke myself in here. Yeah, what we've been watching actually in terms of the two scenic viewpoints we've had, after lots of them which were just cities. I've had two absolutely excellent ones. They're two of my favourite ones that I've seen. So to get those in one episode is pretty darn cool. So it looks like we're now heading into the main part of Seville. Doesn't look like the most impressive place in the world. Again, I don't really know what to expect. They've got a good football team. That's all I know really. And we're going to be taking a little right here. We're going a bit of a roundabout that we're going to go all the way around, and then we'll head west along that road. But I can't just kind of, I say not along that road. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going here. Why I have to go down here and that way and this way and whatever else, but it's the way they want to do it. So yeah, this is the middle of Seville, and you can either go through that central bit, which is rather cool, although I find these sort of roundabouts, whilst they're cool, they are utterly confusing. And that one with lights on, nowhere else had lights. I think the pigs they've had pretty much enough. They want a big load of Seville oranges. So we'll see what sort of place we're dropping them off at. It doesn't feel to me like somewhere where they're going to be running around. It's not going to be the zoo, is it? Unfortunately. So we wanted to go right here, and then it's a bit of a mad little jaunt. But you can see our location just up there on the right side. I mean, the roads are doing all sorts of things. If I can figure this one out, I think I can probably figure anything out, because this looks more or less impossible. So, and then does it want me to go that way? I think it wants me to go this way. Underneath here. And I think we're going to DB Cargo. But again, this does not look like an abattoir, so I think the pigs will be happy with that. God knows what this looks like. I don't know what is that? Some grand palatial house there, just in the middle of commercial Seville. It's Seville, isn't it, that's famous for oranges? That's just kind of popped into my head. That is a thing. Okay, just down here on the right, and then what sort of parking job are we going to get? We've not had anything too difficult recently, so maybe we'll get a 90 here. I was going to say if we're lucky. Not sure luck is quite what I mean. It is a 90. Oh, right, so I'm not quite sure how much room there is to mess around in there. Almost feels like we've got to kind of go around and then kind of like this, then sort of almost line up against the fence. There's a little bit of room, and then just kind of throw it past it. But I mean, it's not the easiest bit of driving we're ever going to have. I think this is not going to be done in one. And I'm not certain if it is like instantly after that trailer, or whether we've got to go a little bit further. We've got a lot of room on both sides, so that's fine. I'm coming in now. I think there is some room. I think I've over... It's not quite right, is it? But This isn't easy. You know what? You know what, folks? It's not my worst effort ever. And then we'll try and swerve this round. It's never going to work, is it? Is it going to work? It feels like we're not a million miles away, which is one of those utterly ridiculous things, but... Right. Just going to go on that side. Ah, wait, okay. I think this could go in, you know. Almost. It's not far away. It is. We've got it. It's a little bit ropey, but that was not a straightforward bit of parking, and I don't think I did too badly there at all. So 830 XP, as you see, we're working towards that final level, level 40, and we are here in Seville. We've dropped off our pigs. Hopefully they're going to be happy here, enjoying the sun. Yeah, they like their ham, don't they, in this part of the world? So that might be what they're being made part of, the cured ham. So yeah, sorry pigs, but someone had to do it. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. Not quite sure what we're going to do next up. We might go and do something a little bit different in the next one. Maybe one of the large cargo or the heavy cargo things that we haven't done yet. Try and get a little bit closer to that achievement. But I enjoyed this one. Saw some really interesting stuff. Anyway, folks, if you did enjoy that, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you on the next one. Let me know what you thought of my parking. See you next time. Bye bye.